Welcome to Mattress Talk TV. I'm your host Phil Dameron, and today we're on episode 4 on our series on coil systems. And today we're going to look at one of the top of the line coils. This is a 660 LuraFlex, and you'll find this on a lot of your higher end and premium mattresses. So we're going to bring the camera in closer and let's get a closer look at this. Here we are looking at the side of the 660 LuraFlex, and what you can see is the barrel of the coil is as wide or maybe even a little wider than the top of the coil. So this gives it a lot of strength. You'll see where it goes straight up and down. Right over here on the side you'll see an edge support coil that is put on the side of some coil systems. But the LuraFlex, you can see all the different rows. There's a lot more coils in here. Let's take a look at the top. Okay, this is the top of the 660 coil system, and the first thing you're going to notice, this coil is not as big as, say, the Bonnell coil we saw earlier. Because of that, the gauge of the wire, the thickness of the wire here is thinner. This is a 14.5 gauge wire as opposed to a 13 gauge on the Bonnell. Now this coil is offset. They do square the ends here so the coil doesn't twist on you. That helps the coil hold some strength and wear a little bit longer. The other thing you'll notice with this system is there's a lot more surface coverage. Because the coils are smaller, the holes here in the gaps are much smaller, and it just helps your padding from creeping down into the coil system itself. The other advantage you have with more coils like this, when you have two people sleeping on a queen or a king, you get a little better motion separation. With a coil system like this coil is wired together side to side. So there's always going to be a little pull and a little tug on those coils. But because there's more coils, it helps reduce that a little bit. So this is a much higher end coil, and you see these in a lot of your high-end beds. So that's the inside of a 660 LuraFlex coil system. You're trading off the number of coils for the gauge of the wire, but as you saw, we get a lot more surface coverage. So check with us next time. We're going to bust open a pocketed coil system and see what's inside of that. Thank you for watching Mattress Talk TV.